Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ibrahim Kasagemanya gange tuli ku extra digest mugoba nsonga tukomyewo okukyalira company ya Kasthew contractors. Nayenga this time round tutunulira the other side of the projects they do, that is water drilling. Iranga mu section yeno we are going to look at many things regarding water drilling, that is in Uganda and East Africa at large. Iranga bagenda kuba batunyonyola okusima amazzi agali fresh oba drilling of fresh water for East African people, that is in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania and other countries. As the director will explain to us. Mwami Kasuja nkwanirizaako ku extra digest mugoba nsonga ansaba osokobuze ku batulaba.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ibra, for coming back to our company.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. We don't take it for granted.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, briefly, someone out there watching us would love to know, briefly, what does Kasthew Drilling Water Company do exactly? What services do you offer? What is your area of interest?
Okay, so now Kasthew Borehole Drilling Company is majorly, first of all, it's under Kasthew Contractors. So Kasthew Borehole literally handles water drilling. Water drilling, borehole drilling, community borehole drilling, solar borehole drilling and installation, electric borehole drilling and installation works across Uganda. And actually we've had scenarios where we've even gone outside Uganda. We've handled some works in Kenya. We've handled some works in Burundi, Rwanda, and Congo. But majorly we are concentrated in Uganda. So we do, that's majorly what the company does. We do from hydrogeological surveys, community engagements. We do the drilling, the pump installation. We do literally everything, all phases. We handle all phases regarding borehole water services.
If you can share with someone watching us now out there the objectives as to why this company was started.
Now, anyone seeing me or anyone familiar with East Africa or Africa, I think you could be aware of the water issues in Africa. And we came to solve the water problem. Water is life. Without water, literally, there is no life. So we came to literally offer these services to African communities, major East African communities. Literally, that's what inspired. That's where we got our conviction to venture into this business.
Tuli ku extra digest mugoba nsonga tutunulira company ya Kasthew Drilling Company nga bano basima mazzi era omwami nga ali mugezako kutunyonyola ebirubirirwa byabe n'ebigendera bye lwaki batandika okusima amazzi. They are in East Africa, that is Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. Any other country besides those three?
We've handled in Burundi. We've handled also in Congo. How about Rwanda? How about Rwanda? Sudan? We've also handled in Rwanda. Sudan, we've not handled because of the issues in that country. But these other countries we've handled.
Several people and several organizations need water. For example, villages, schools, hospitals, organizations like hotels, camps, for example in Congo, those ones in camps, IDP camps. So which are those exact organizations that you've worked with so far?
Okay, now like in Uganda, we even when I take an example of camps, we've handled in Changwali. We've handled communities in Busoga region. We've handled the Masaka region, Mbarara, northern region, literally all regions in the country, Arua, all regions in the country. And when we talk of outside the country, for Kenya, I think we've handled northern Kenya region, that is Rodwa, and that is Turkana region. Okay. So we've handled that region. Okay. And then for Burundi, we've handled Bujumbura. Okay. For Rwanda, we've handled in Kigali. For Congo, we've handled in Butembo region. Okay. So literally, those are the areas we've covered. So we literally offer the services to NGOs, majorly NGOs, and also for maybe churches. Well, I was heading to that. I would love to know. You talked about NGOs, you talked about churches. How about individuals? We, for borehole services, okay, a few private individuals will come in need of the services, but many come. Okay. Like maybe I can say maybe 15%. Okay. Are private individuals who usually come for the services, and we've usually served these people, and this is across the country. Okay. Yeah. This service is quite expensive, even when it comes to starting the project. Sure. Do schools or hospitals or let me say any other organization foot the bills the way you quote for them? Okay, yes, someone may say they are expensive, but for instance, a school, schools, farms, like agriculture farms or animal farms, this kind of service actually would be a cheaper solution for an institution like a school, or for an institution like a farm, or it would be a cheaper solution. Yeah. Yes, to an individual it would be a costly, sort of an expensive venture. Yeah. But for institutions, let me take an example of a school with 1,000 children. Yeah. One borehole can serve such a community. Yeah. You will find one borehole yielding or giving about let me say 50,000 liters per day of water. Yeah. So this, considering the charges that would be charged by the other options, someone who has come up with a borehole, a motorized borehole solution, would actually be on sort of a more he would stand an added advantage in terms of cost. Yeah. Yes, because take an example, someone just drills their borehole and all they need is electricity. Yeah. And sometimes people go for solar. Yeah. So someone that invests once and that's it. Okay, can you take us through the whole process? How do you start the whole process of drilling water? Because what I know, you cannot just come, park these vehicles, plant your machines and start drilling right away. I know you go through processes. Now, the process, once we are done with the negotiations and everything, the process starts with the hydrogeological survey. Can we have a look at a machine which does that? We have a machine called a terameter that does that, and you can have a look at it. This is it. Yeah. So this machine handles resistivity testing. So because of time, we may not demonstrate. Yeah. But this is the machine, the way you see it. So it pushes current into ground, and then by the screen, the hydrologist should be able to interpret and then advise accordingly. So what this machine helps us with is majorly to tell us whether there is water or no water. Okay. Number two is to tell us where the bedrock is. Okay. The bedrock, why the bedrock? Because usually the formation determines how easy the borehole is going to be during the drilling. So as the drillers are always looking for we always looking for formation where the rock is not so deep. Because that should determine the stability of the formation during the drilling. The other thing is literally the water table. Giving us an idea of the water table. Where are we likely to strike water? At what level are we likely to strike, you know, the water? Literally, that's what this machine does. So once the survey is done, because this is now the survey. Once the survey is done, now we embark on mobilizing our drilling machines to go for drilling.
So after we locate water and we locate the rocks and whatever, so what is next after that?
The next thing is now we mobilize drilling machines and then we do the drilling. Yes.
Does this machine tell you the depth of water?
Yes, actually, that's what. Sorry, I was forgetting that. This machine will tell you the depth to be drilled. Yes, it will tell you there is water at such a level, there is water at such a level, and then it will you will go to drilling into the drilling, well knowing how deep to drill and at what level to strike the water. Yeah. That's literally the drilling, the survey. Yeah.
These metals, what do they do exactly when it comes to borehole drilling? If briefly you can explain to us and our viewer out there watching this show.
Okay, now these are very important tools on a drilling unit. Because these are the tools that do the actual drilling.
Let us start with this one actually.
Yes. That is the first tool that penetrates the soil from surface. So that is called a reamer. It's a drilling reamer. And they come in different sizes. So this is the very first tool. It is tied onto the drilling rods. And then once the drilling starts, it goes rotating. And once it hits the rock, then we get it out and then apply this hammer. This hammer is tied.
So this one cannot hit the rock.
It is not designed to crush the rock. So it is this and this that will hit the rock. That will crush the rock. But this gets their energy from this. So this is called a hammer. A DTH hammer. So it is designed to crush the rock. A rock of whatever nature. This one tied together with this will crush that rock. Yes. So you can see they are in different sizes. So these are this is what actually crushes the rocks, and the air from the compressor comes through these holes you see. So that is literally these gadgets. Yeah.
When someone talks about boreholes, I guess there are several examples of boreholes.
Sure.
Which are those examples?
Okay, there are different types of boreholes. The most common one being a hand pump borehole. Hand pump is the one they pump with hands. I'm sure maybe you could have seen some in villages, Ugandan villages. So
it is the most popular.
Yes, it's called the hand pump borehole. Now the second type is the electric borehole.
How does that operate?
That one operates where after the drilling is done, we install what we call a submersible pump. So the client needs to have electricity already installed in the land. So this pump has to be a motorized pump. So it is connected to the electricity in the client's land. And water is able to be pumped into the client's tanks. So that is the electric borehole. The other third type is the solar powered borehole. The solar powered borehole is also a motorized borehole where we install a submersible pump, but the only difference is that the power system that is powering our pump is solar. Yeah. Yes. Maybe the fourth option would have been a generator powered.
Yeah.
But that can be related to the electric, an electric borehole. The only difference is this one is using a generator.
Yeah.
The other one is using electricity.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. But those are majorly the types of boreholes.
Well, we have two vehicles here loaded with machines. If you don't mind, we can have a look at one of them and you explain to us, for example, how that does it operate.
Okay, so let me explain what it makes, what a unit is composed of.
Yeah.
Here where we are having two units.
Yeah.
We've actually brought them here as a you know, to give an example.
Yeah.
From the other side, we have the pickups, the hard body pickups.
Yeah.
Now each unit should have a pickup.
Yeah.
Each unit should have a drilling truck.
Okay.
Each unit should have a compressor.
Yeah.
Each unit should have a support truck.
Okay.
Now the other pickup is we use it usually to carry fuel.
Okay.
So because this the
what
drilling,
kind of fuel are you talking about?
Diesel
or petrol?
Diesel.
Okay.
So maybe we can have a look. So I think you can see the drums. So we consume a lot of diesel during the drilling.
Yeah.
So that yellow thing you're seeing,
it's kind of like a generator.
It's a compressor, an air compressor.
Yeah.
So the air compressor is the one that supports the drilling majorly. Yeah. By giving enough air to both the hammer.
Yeah.
What you're seeing is here is a hammer.
Okay.
This gadget you're seeing here is called a hammer.
Yeah.
The same thing is a truck. The truck is supposed to have different versions of hammers. Yeah. So this is the bigger one. This is the smaller one. And at the end of this hammer, we are having what we call a bit. Okay. This is a bit. Okay. This bit is the one that crushes the rock. Okay. This bit you're seeing. Okay. The same thing is here, though this is bigger, slightly bigger. Okay. But the use of this is to crush the rock. Okay. You remember we talked of the bedrock. Yeah, yeah. So a complete drilling truck should be having these components. The air compressor that we have is the one that gives air during the crushing of the rock, during the washing of the well, so during the entire process of the drilling. And I think that's what simplifies the drilling for us. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these other things you're seeing here are called the drilling rods. Okay. The drilling rods. These metals you're seeing here. These ones are tied together with the hammer. Okay. You know, to achieve that depth that we talked about. Yeah. Yes. Because for instance, if you're supposed to drill 100 meters, you keep on tying these rods. At the bottom of these rods, you will have the other hammers we've seen. Yeah. So you keep on adding until you achieve that drilling depth. Okay. That would have been recommended during the survey. Okay. Yes. Can we have a look at another truck? Now this truck, maybe what I've not explained, the difference between this truck and the other truck is the other truck has, it can also drill what we call mud wells. Mud wells, these are wells where the rock is so deep, or in events that we don't even have the rocks. Okay. Yes, so in case we do not have a rock, in case there is a rock at some depth, this is the machine to handle that. Okay. And in case, in an event that we do not have a rock at a near depth, then we use this truck.
So it seems to be new. Has it been used?
Yeah, this one is, it has just come.
Okay.
It is actually a new truck.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you look at there is a gadget in front. I don't know if you can come here. So this is a mud pump. So this one helps in blowing out the mud in case we are doing mud drilling.
Okay.
So that's the difference. The other one only handles air drilling.
Okay.
Yes. And the same thing. This one is the compressor.
Okay.
Same thing like we saw the other side. The other side we saw it was yellowish.
Yeah.
So this one is an air compressor.
Okay.
So this one handles both mud drilling and air drilling. The other one only handles air drilling.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we have had scenarios in some villages or places whereby they drill a borehole and it only functions for around 2 to 3 months. Then you find it no longer functioning.
No longer functioning.
What are the problems? What causes that?
Usually, some people don't follow the process. You will find instances where some people don't follow the due process supposed ought to be followed. For instance, they didn't survey, or the person who surveyed was not qualified to do the survey. You find some instances where someone is using the wrong equipment.
Okay.
An equipment which is probably not even suitable to perform the task.
Okay.
You find other instances, majorly those are the instances. And in some areas, you find the material used for installation is not the right material.
Okay.
For instance, for hand pumps.
Yeah.
Usually recommended is stainless steel material. That is for the riser pipes and connecting rods. So if someone uses something different, usually the borehole may break.
Yeah.
It may have a breakdown. The other thing comes usually during the casing of the borehole. You know, after the drilling, there is what we call casing. Casing is installation of the blue pipes. Usually the PVC pipes. It can be 5-inch, 6-inch, or 7-inch. So installation should happen up to the maximum depth drilled.
Okay.
The moment the drilling happens and installation is done halfway, or what some people call casing to bedrock, usually there could be problems after.
So what could be, what are the possible ways of keeping these boreholes, keeping them very well, minus breaking down, minus, disturbing people? Now,
majorly, it still comes back to the client ought to deal with an established, responsible contractor. The same way you are seeing here, we have the equipment, with the right equipment. We have the right team. I'm sure you've seen the teams here. The moment you get a wrong team, you know, our sector is composed of very many brokers. This sector of drilling, very many middlemen. You know, people will go around masquerading, you know, I can do this, I can do this. But the moment you do not have a competent contractor, that is where the problem starts from. So a client ought to get a responsible and qualified and licensed contractor. Drilling contractors, all drilling contractors have usually permits, drilling permits. So before you engage a contractor into performing this task, ask for their drilling permit at least. So that is where we start from. Number two, a survey has to be conducted. Even on the part of the surveyors, surveyors also have their own body. And a surveyor has to be licensed also. They have their different permits, just the same way the drilling contractors have their permits. So you are supposed to get a surveyor who is also licensed.
Yeah.
At least you should take note of that. Then you should deploy the right equipment. The right equipment. If the survey has recommended mud drilling, deploy a mud drilling an equipment with a mud pump. If the survey has recommended air drilling, you need to deploy an air drilling rig. Now that is the third solution. The fourth solution is, even during the drilling, try to follow recommendations from the survey. If the survey has recommended that you should drill up to maximum drilling should happen up to 80 meters, you have to usually you have to go by that. If the survey has recommended 80 meters and then you go and drill 40 meters, you're already compromising, and most likely the results may not be positive. The fourth or the fifth solution should be the installation. Actually, before the installation, we usually do what we call pump testing. Pump testing is where we test the yield and the recovery rate of a borehole. So after the drilling, pump testing has to be done, and this is done for us to know how much is well yielding per hour, and how is it recovering. That should allow us knowledge and information on the sustainability of this borehole. Usually, so that should be also taken note of. And also, after pump testing, we usually take samples of that water and subject that water to analysis, to lab analysis, so that we don't give dirty or contaminated water to our clients or to our client beneficiaries. So the quality testing also has to happen to avoid issues. So the other issue, the other issue, I think is the other point, I think, is it comes during installation. During a pump installation. So during pump installation, we strongly recommend that installation for hand pumps happen using stainless steel pipes. That is the riser pipes, and
to avoid the
rusting. Yes, as well as stainless steel connecting rods. That is highly recommended. In instances where a contractor uses galvanized material, that borehole will not, most likely it will not work for even 6 months without failing.
Someone watching us would love to know, in case someone out there wants to have such a service or such services, how do you recommend them? What recommendations do you have for these people?
Like I said even earlier before, we strongly recommend that you use a responsible and a qualified contractor. And how do you know this? They can come up, they can show you their permit, they can show you their work experience. I'm sure when you come, like for us, when you go to our website, we usually post
that is
even our projects.
www.kasthewdrilling.co.ug.
It will bring you projects we've done in Uganda, different regions in Uganda, different districts. It will show you majorly, it will show you work we've done in Kenya, because much of that work is posted online on our websites. So that solves very many challenges, and actually it answers very many questions. Please go for the best. Go for a contractor who has showed you their work experience, to avoid the challenges of you know, I paid a lot of money and, you know, surprises. Because most likely they will not survey, or they will use wrong surveyors.
Once you drill for someone a borehole, for example, an NGO, an individual, school or organization, do you have what benefits come along besides drilling only? What other benefits come along with that?
Usually for NGOs, we take on the responsibility of even identifying areas. Usually even the needed areas for some instances. And for instance, we shall go, you will just tell us we need 10 boreholes in Busoga region, or in Masaka region.
That is for an NGO,
that is for an NGO. And then we by our experience, we know that in that region that you're talking about, most likely the project can succeed. Or we can even advise and tell you, no, that community that you're talking about, yes, you may inject money, but we may not have the results because some area, not all areas have water. So that if someone comes to us, we give that sort of service. Identifying needed areas, engaging communities where these boreholes are supposed to be drilled. Because our communities, you know, are the ones supposed to give out land in case it's a community borehole. So that comes with community engagement.
Thank you. Mr. Kasthew, let us look at the issue of servicing and repairing of these boreholes. In case someone has his borehole, you didn't drill it, but they have it. They want it. They want you to repair the borehole or do servicing of the equipment. Do you have that service? Yeah,
that one we call it borehole rehabilitation. So we do it in two ways. In an event that we are the ones who drilled the borehole, we even give warranty.
A warrant of how long if you drill for someone?
It depends, but on big clients, the warranty can even go for 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. But in an event that maybe we are not the ones who drill the borehole, then we usually offer the service of making an assessment of that existing borehole, establishing what is what happened to the borehole, and then we come out and rehabilitate that borehole. If it's the pump that broke, we reinstall or we change the pump. If it's the material, we change the material. If it's whatever that could have happened, we usually do the rehabilitation. We offer that service in our company.
What other services do you offer?
Like I've mentioned before, for us, our and by the way, this is not what other companies I think do. Because you know our sector is composed of many Indians, foreign contractors, and many of them stop at drilling. So for us, we start from the survey. We do the drilling, we do the pump testing, quality testing, and then pump installation, as well as post installation services like we come back, check on the boreholes, we get to see how they are functioning, how advise the communities on how to sustainably keep the boreholes functioning. So all that we offer that kind of service.
So where are your offices located in case someone wants to come and get your services?
So in case someone needs the services, our offices are on Colin House, Pirikington Road, Kampala, Uganda. You can get us on the website. You can get our details also through our website, www.kasthewdrilling.co.ug. And I think most of our contacts are also there. You can also call us on the numbers on screen. Plus 256 781 580, or plus 256 704 032414.
Okay.
So and for email, the email is also displayed on screen.
Yeah.
You can send. There are 2 email addresses usually, so you can send to info@kasthewdrilling.co.ug or kasthew@gmail.com. You will be getting us.
Do you charge consultation or consultations for free?
Consultation is usually for free.
It's for free.
Yes.
How about site visiting?
In the site visiting, the client has to. It depends also on the size of the project, but it is always between us and the client.
Okay.
If someone has come with 1 borehole and it's very far, usually we shall ask for facilitation.
Okay.
If someone has come with very many boreholes, maybe there we may not even need for facilitation. We may not need facilitation.
Okay, briefly, how long does a borehole take? Drilling a borehole, how long does it take in terms of duration?
A borehole normally,
after surveying, after everything, after the quotation and whatever.
Now literally survey will take 1 day.
Okay.
Drilling will take between 1 to 3 days.
Okay.
Pump installation will take about 1 to 2 days.
Okay.
That is literally the time scope for this kind of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roughly a week.
Roughly a week.
How about testing the water?
Testing the water.
Taking it to the lab.
That one you give the lab people some time.
Yeah.
But usually maybe a week. They will give you results after a week.
Here comes a scenario that you've discovered where the water is. You started drilling, then the water is taken to the lab for testing. Then the results come out that the water is contaminated. What do you do?
Usually you just have to look for another place. It depends also on the nature of the contamination. Because you find some areas are salty.
Yeah.
But usually that's not the case. Yeah, but in an event that water is salty, then you just have to abandon.
When do we test this water? When do we take this water to the lab? Is it during installation? Is it during drilling? When?
It is after drilling.
So who incurs the costs of drilling going to another place to drill after finding out that this water is not good? Usually
it is an issue that we discuss with the client.
Yeah.
So it is not that after drilling and then there are issues, we just abandon the client. No. We usually handle our issues in a very brotherly manner.
Yeah.
In case of any such issue, we always want our client not to lose money, because sometimes this is donor funded project, donor sort of funded projects. So we handle issues in a way that a client should not lose out. Okay. Usually.
When you are drilling for an individual, for example, a single unit of a borehole, how much is a client supposed to deposit? What percentage before you start drilling? That after an agreed amount of money, but how much does he or she has to deposit first? What percentage before you people kickstart the work?
So usually we can it depends also.
Yeah.
We don't have a specific figure, but it depends on how we negotiate and agree between us and you, the client. But we can say maybe a 50%, 60%, 70%, and maybe once you see the water coming out, maybe you deposit another amount, something like that.
Okay.
But each client comes with a different arrangement, payment, arrangement for their project.
Your last words to the viewer out there watching us.
I would call upon prospective clients out there to trust us with their projects. We are a reputable drilling contractor company. We can handle any sort of water project. So please, if you are out there and then you have such a need, we are calling upon any prospective clients to come approach us and then we discuss how we can handle your project. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Basebo ne bannyabo tetugenda kubanga tusukawo nakola leero. Tubadde tutunuulira okusima amazzi era nga kampani eno gye tukoze nayo olwaleero bagiyita Kasthew Drilling Company. Basima mazzi. Omwami atunnyonnyodde processes zonna ez'enjawulo mwe bayita okusima amazzi. Tujja kwongera okukomawo kubanga tubanoonyaako tulabe ebintu bino. Thank you so much for watching. Ibrahim Mukasa is my name. Special greetings to Idris, Daniel, Keith and Tony. Mubeere bulungi, mweraba. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.